Hey, it's Dr. Karen. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. And if you've been following me week to week, you can tell that my voice is definitely on the mend and much stronger. And if you are new to my channel, would love for you to hit the subscribe button if you like the content here, and also the notification bell. So every time I do a new video, you will be notified, and very love seeing the comments as well. So we're going to be doing a TOLPAKAN Healing Activation in just a little bit. But first, our topic for today, non-sensitive alchemy. Sometimes when Source gives me titles, they're kind of weird. This is one of them. So what are we talking about here? Well, if you've read my book, Sensitivity is Your Superpower, or followed Elaine Aron's work, especially the more recent work in 2018, some of those studies, they're approximately 1/3 of the population. Those people are what are considered highly sensitive. So they are sensitive to, noises, fumes, textures, bright lights, toxins, that kind of thing. So some people would say they're like the canary in the coal mine. They actually know what's not good for them and be able to feel it in their bodies right away. Their body gives them that feedback. However, they are also very sensitive to other people's emotions. If there's bad energy in the room, they know. And the sensitive souls are 1/3 of the population. So that's quite a bit of us, right? And for many, months and years, I've been doing some work with sensitive souls, mostly sensitive souls, actually, either individually or in a group or en masse. En masse meaning that if I get permission, then I can actually do a healing on an entire group of people. And generally that has been like Mother Earth or a particular culture. I've done many healings on China, for example, or the people of China. I've done healings for Canada. I've done healings for sensitive souls, done healing for like being star seeds, etc. But more recently, I've been guided to do healing for non-sensitives, which was a little bit curious to me, mostly because it's new. And it seemed like there wasn't a particular like step-by-step pattern, like I'm healing this, then I'm healing this, then this, it seemed like you know, kind of all over the place. So today I decided to ask, okay, so now that you want me to talk about this, uh, in order to share, what is the cohesive thread to all these little mini healings that we've been doing for non-sensitive souls? And it's not just me, there's many people in our tribe, especially those that are higher responsibility levels, healing types 3, 4, 5. Some of them have been involved in this healing as well for sensitive, non-sensitive souls and sensitive souls en masse. And the answer I got was that there was a cohesive thread to all these different mini healings. And in summary, what it is a form of alchemy or transmutation, transformation of non-sensitives. And I thought, oh, into sensitives? That wasn't quite it. But it was more like non-sensitives being shifted, changed, transformed to prepare them to live and experience the new ideal reality that many of us have been not just visioning, but anchoring in energetically to our current reality. So for them to be able to experience heaven on earth while embodied requires this type of healing. So I thought that's interesting. I think along the way, and maybe you have found this as well, I'd love to know your opinions, and let me know in the comments whether you've come across this. But there are some teachings or awarenesses that when we shift into a higher vibration or dimension, that it is possible that suddenly those in higher dimension will not be physically seen by those in a lower dimension. They'll be like invisible. Now, I know that's possible. I know that there are off-world beings that clearly are here in a physical form, but they're vibrating in a different dimension, so we can't actually see them. And they would have to actually lower their dimension or lower their vibration to some degree in order for us to see them and interact with them on a physical level. So I know it's possible, but it just seemed a little far-fetched to me, and I could be completely wrong, but maybe it really is how it works. My bias has been to see that as we shift into that heaven on earth scenario, that where there is peace and prosperity, and health and support and love and equality for all, which I absolutely believe it is 100% possible in our lifetime, in the near future. I don't think I have to be 100 years old, in order to experience it. That we can still see and interact with others, whether they are necessarily in our higher vibration or in a lower vibration. Now, what about this thing about disappearing? Well, my sense is that it's not so much a physical disappearance of vibrating, in such a manner that we, see all of our brothers and sisters in, the alien dimensions. Hey, how you doing? And we totally are in a separate Earth, although that could be true. I just, at this point, I don't see that happening. Just because it feels a little funny to me. So what I believe, and it's just a belief, so I have no backup for this, but what I believe is that we will be able to interact like with our family members or friends, maybe those that have disagreed with us on major things, and maybe you consider them a lower vibration than you are, etc., etc. That we'll be able to still interact with them. However, how life is perceived will be very, very different. So in other words, could we have two parallel societies that interact at certain junctions, but really be completely separate? And I think that's already happening. Like, there are places on the planet where people have physical communities where everyone's growing their own food and they're supporting each other. They're not using money per se necessarily. They have their own sacred economy, that kind of thing. And yeah, maybe some of these places are small, and maybe we don't hear about them, but it doesn't mean they don't exist. We can have potentially two parallel type of human experiences, where there are some that will cling to the so-called old system of money, the old system of healthcare, the old system of, business, career, whatever. And they may experience a continuing, because it's currently kind of self-destructing, they may continue experiencing some of that as a loss and or a trauma and or just things crumbling down, where simultaneously those of us that are anchoring in the new reality can see the silver lining, if you will, and actually start to experience the new heaven on earth at the same time as our loved ones experiencing not heaven on earth, but being able to see each other, communicate with each other, etc. Like, our personal experience, our personal perceptions really are the most important thing when it comes to what we actually experience. And this is said very well in the upcoming film, The Inside Effects, that's launching July 8th, Saturday, July 8th, said very well by my co-star and friend, Lisa Warner. So pay attention to what she says. It's actually very, very profound. So that's my current belief, that we will have the ability to be in the new reality and also be able to see and interact with the old reality. So it does make sense to me what Source is telling me, that the non-sensitives are going through their own transformation, different from what sensitive souls are going through, maybe a different stage, maybe a different type, so that we can be in that place of interaction, and possibly that the non-sensitives can maybe alchemize to the degree that when they choose to experience the heaven on earth with us, that they can make that jump easier. So that's just a theory, but I'm just sharing with you what Source is just asking me to share with you regarding non-sensitive alchemy. So for the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation today, I thought what we could do is just to make sure that your energetic relationship to the brand new ideal reality. It's funny that I say brand new, because it's actually not brand new. It's here already. It's just materializing as we speak. So that ideal heaven on earth reality, that relationship between you is optimized with that reality so that you can have an easier time as well, in experiencing your heaven on earth and your piece of heaven on earth. And so if you would like to receive, just make the intention to receive. I'm going to be speaking a TOLPAKAN Healing Directive, directing positive energies to you. Even if you're watching this, 6 months from now and haven't received, you can still receive. So it doesn't really matter when you watch this. And let's get into the still point or stillness together. The way I love to do it is through stillness, through observing internal movement, stoem. So if you rub your hands really, really fast, as long as you're not driving, and then release, and then you can close your eyes if you'd like to, and you can focus on the inside of your body. Focus on your hands first, and then feel any energy or flow happening in the hands and maybe spreading or other areas of the body. So focus and feel, and then follow the flow of wherever that energy or movement or tingling or waves goes. When you pay attention to the movement in the body, you're using one of your spiritual gifts called clairsentience. You're exercising it. You're making it stronger. You can actually feel energy moving in the body. And when you do that, you actually enter the auto-healing state, the 0-point field, which is very exciting. This is where we can make amazing changes and template our new realities. So here's the TOLPAKAN Healing Directive. Go ahead and continue feeling the body as you do the receiving. And now command that your energetic relationship with the new earth, the new heaven on earth, be optimized, maximized, and harmonized in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with speed, ease, and grace. Thank you. Go ahead and just notice how that feels in the body. And then when you're ready, if you had your eyes closed, you can certainly open your eyes. And let me know how you feel. Put in the comments. What was that like for you? What was that activation like for you? What did you feel in the body if you felt anything? Not everybody will, but if you did, I would absolutely love to know. So we do have some announcements this week. Monday's radio show is going to be the first Monday of the month. And Dr. Dennis Lobstein and I are going to be fielding questions about the LifeWave phototherapy patches. So we call it the Ask the LifeWave Doctors Q&A. So we have a link below this video which shares the event on Facebook where you can place your questions, and we usually take those questions in order. Also, if you're part of the light medicine community on Circle, we also have a place for you there. In case you're not on Facebook, you can join the light medicine community on Circle and be able to put your questions there as well. So your questions will be number one, and then we'll go to the Facebook group, and then we'll take the questions at large through people calling in. There'll be information on how you can call in with your question or even type it in the chat, and I'll be taking notes. So that's going to be Monday at 12 noon Eastern, and that one is going to be live. Now, I do want you to stay tuned if you are on the email list for the Light Medicine Weekly that we send every week. There may be a point in the future where Dr. Dennis and I may do these as a Zoom call instead of a live radio show. So just stay tuned for that. Right now, it is still live, but we are, looking at our different schedules and seeing what would work best for everyone to get as much engagement and as much benefit to everyone. Okay, couple other things, cool stuff, new stuff. A little announcement that our monthly mini healings are now going to be the second Tuesday of each month at 11 a.m. rather than the first Tuesday of the month. So if you're on my email list, you'll be emailed the registration link if you haven't already registered, and also the special link to actually put in your healing request, because everyone that puts in a healing request or is present at the mini healings will be placed into what's called a healing basket. And this healing basket gives 24 hours of energies, positive energies, healing energies sent to you towards whatever it is you desire to heal. So it's a nice little bonus that we give our light medicine community members. So definitely just put that on your calendar. It's the second Tuesday of each month rather than the first Tuesday. And the other announcement is just a reminder that next week, July 5th on Wednesday, 7 p.m., is the book launch party for the Inside Effects book. Now, if you can hold off until that day, and even better, that night during the book launch, 7 to 9:30 p.m., to buy the book, it's only 99 cents on Kindle, $9.99 with paperback. Then that will help bump us to #1 international bestseller status. And please share. So the link below is the link to register for the book party. We'll be sending other links with the actual link that you can buy it on Amazon if you can't make the book party. So if you could buy it at that point, it'd be really great. And if you're like me and you love the tactile feel of books, I absolutely love books. I actually will buy the Kindle and the paperback, so you may choose to do that as well to support us and support the campaign and get this information out there. It's very important how the body heals itself. Now, the movie itself is launching a few days later. It's launching Saturday, July 8th, and you can just go to theinsideeffects.com to register for that. You'll be given a link for Saturday's live stream at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's about 2 hours and change in terms of the length of the movie. And afterwards, if you stay, we will be doing a little Q&A, and I will be there so you can post questions underneath in the chat. We're going to be streaming live on Rumble, and they should handle the volume of people we're going to have. And I would love, again, for you to spread the news, theinsideeffects.com. Share it with everyone you know and love who would be interested in that message of how the body is naturally designed to heal itself. I think this is a very important message, and I thank you in advance for helping us on our mission to spreading this to millions upon millions of homes. Even if you can't make it live, the movie will be available to view, to download, to share, absolutely free, forever. So cool, right? So that is it for the announcements for this week. I am very, very grateful, that you are part of this community. And again, if you're new to my channel and like what we are sharing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And please put in the comments, what was your feeling doing the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation? I would love to hear. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.